Welcome back to the channel. This is S.O.G, and in today's video we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite compact guns. Now before we begin this video, let me start off by saying that everything on this table has been cleared. We are working in a safe environment. There is no ammunition anywhere in the guns or anywhere in this room. And this video is for educational purposes only. Coming in at number 5 is going to be your CZ P10C series. This one that we have in specific is the ported version, as you guys can see. They also have some that are non-ported and non-optics ready if you want to save a little bit of money doing that. But this one here is optics ready and ported, and it comes in at about $500, which is an absolute steal. This is one of the best, if not the best, budget-friendly firearms that doesn't sacrifice quality over pricing. You have a upgraded slide here that they took from the CZ Nocturne, which is really nice. They did the slide cuts or serrations just a little bit more aggressive on this one. They also added some serrations up on top here, and they took the night sights or luminescent sights here from the Nocturne as well. Unfortunately, you still do need an adapter plate for the optic system for this one. I really would have liked to see them use something a little bit more universal, but still, you're able to put something on there and still able to co-witness awesome with the sights that they give you. You have a 1-slot Picatinny mount for weapon mounted lights. You have a really nice CZ trigger, and you have some decent stippling. Now the stippling is the same from the previous models, but still functions perfectly fine and feels really good in the hand. And you also have some stippling up here by your thumb rest location. You don't have a beaver tail, but you do get some different options for back straps. Now this comes with a 4-inch barrel, and you get two 15-round mags plus some extended magazine base plates to throw in there if that's something that you're into. So number 5 is the CZ P10C series, and with the port up front, this thing recoils amazing. So check this out, CZ P10C ported in at number 5. Number 4 on the list is your Springfield Armory Echelon 4.0C. This one is not compensated, but they do have a compensated version for just a little bit more. This one runs about $600, just OEM with all the standard parts to it. But again, you can use some upgrades and pay a little bit more if you need to. Now this one here, with the name gives it away, you have a 4-inch barrel. You have awesome aggressive deep slide serrations and cuts with wings in the back to slingshot the slide. The slide is really buttery smooth. It comes with factory metal night sights that you can either get U-notch rears or you can get the 3-dot system. You have the best optic system in the game, to be honest with you guys. You could literally fit any optic and it'll co-witness perfectly fine with your iron sights. No adapter plates needed, which is awesome. Coming down to the frame portion of it, you have a 3-slot Picatinny rail, and you can mount literally whatever light you'd like on there. You have really nice, look at that, really good texturing and stippling just all around, including the magazine here. You have two 15-round mags, and you have extensions also with the same stippling to match, and it just looks amazing. You also have stippling up here on your manual controls. You have a little thumb rest ledge with stippling as well. This is 100% ambidextrous, meaning you don't have to remove and switch over that mag release. It's 100% functioning on the left side. Also, the slide lock is the same, so you don't have to flip anything over. Only thing you'd have to flip over, I think, is just the takedown lever, and you can do that to to have it 100% for a left-handed person. Now you also have a really nice trigger, but in my personal opinion, this is the worst of the 5. Not that it's a bad one, it's just really spongy, and the reset's a little weird to me, and because of that, it's probably last place in terms of how enjoyable it is. But needless to say, this is almost a perfect, if not the most perfectly thought out handgun that they have made, and that's why this is in at number 4. Number 3 on the list is going to be the Canik MC9 Prime. Now this one here, a lot of people might say shouldn't be on this list, but it's got an over 3.5-inch barrel, which counts as a compact. Only the nice thing about this is that it is extremely slim compared to the rest of the 5 on this list, and it still holds 17+1. So it holds more than so far the CZ and the Echelon without an extension. So awesome job by Canik, and in my personal opinion, this is gun of the year, especially at this price point. I mean, if you want to talk about stuff that's over $1,000, $1,500, then yeah, it's going to be a little different. But from what an average person would look at, this is gun of the year for sure, hands down. I don't think anything has come out that has been able to knock this out of the #1 spot, in my personal opinion. But let's go into this, the details now. Now this one here, I believe, has a 3.64-inch barrel. 17+1, you get 2 mags, no extensions, but you do get a nice mag well here. This is the best stippling I think I've seen on any any piece here, to be honest with you guys. And they did a great job thinking about carrying, because they made the two sides smoother than the back and the front, so you still get a super nice feel in the hand when you grip it, but it's not overly aggressive when you carry it. You also get some stippling up here by your thumb rest location. You have really nice deep aggressive slide serrations here. You have a window cut up top. You have metal night sights with the front orange trinium here, blacked out two dots in the rear there. They are serrated as well. You have a triport system on the slide and barrel. You have a window cut with Prime written right on there, which is such a nice little touch by Canik to do. You have a loaded chamber indicator here, and the optic system on this one will accept any K series dot or any RMSC footprint. So just a lot of good dots out there that you can mount on this. You also get a 3-slot Picatinny rail to throw in whatever popular light you want to carry with. And you have probably the best, if not second best on this list trigger, and that is an aluminum flat face 90-degree trigger. Thing is awesome. You have really nice cuts, undercuts on the trigger there. Mag release is easy to get to, and honestly, to be slimmer than the rest and a little bit smaller than the rest on this list, this is on par in terms of recoil. Now this is going for 600, but you get a holster, a couple mags, you get a ton of stuff. As we know, Canik just loads you up with stuff, and that's why this is in at number 3 for me. Getting closer to the number 1 spot, coming in at number 2 is going to be your Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 series. This includes the metal and the polymer versions. This one in specific is a metal 3.6 compact, and this thing is my favorite out of these top 5, I think, so far, but it does come in at number 2. Now, this thing is amazing in terms of recoil, zero recoil, and I'm assuming it's because of the metal frame, or I don't know what it is, but man, this thing is just a dream to be at the range with. And you have front rear slide serrations, you have optics ready. You do get plates with this, however it only comes with plastic plates, which kind of sucks. You do get metal sights, and these are not night sights though, which is kind of weird. You have a 2-slot Picatinny rail there for lights that you want to put on there. An awesome trigger here. You have really nice stippling. You have additional back straps you can throw in there. 15 round mag, 3.6 inch barrel, like I said before. You do have the option of buying a bunch of different size mags and put them in here. So any 2.0 M&P mag will fit this one. You have stippled mag release. You have extended manual controls, as you guys can see here, which could be a plus or a minus, because if you have a really high grip, I could see that slide not locking back for you, which might cause you an issue. But needless to say, I mean, it's still a great compact here. You don't have stippling on your thumb rest, but you get like some indentation and slight ledge here that you can use. So still something really nice for you to hold on to while you're at the range or whatnot. And like I said, an awesome trigger here. And it just, man, this thing is just unbelievable to shoot. It's just awesome and very accurate, and recoil is really low. Now the metal comes in at 800, but you can find the polymer versions for 600. And so you can also get ported or comp versions. So Smith did an excellent job of providing a ton of different types of models and variations of the M&P 2.0. And needless to say, because it comes in with so many different variations for pricing and finishes and sizes and all that sort of thing, this comes in at number 2 for me. Now, before we get into the number 1 spot, I'd like to do an honorable mention. And of course, you already know it's going to be the Glock 19. This one in specific, the Gen 5 MOS. And this one here, how can we talk about a top 5 category of compact guns and not mention the Glock 19? This is basically the competition for everything that's been on this table and that's going to be on this table. And a lot of people always compare new stuff that comes out to this one for some reason, because this one is very plain Jane. I mean, it's very simple, but it does what it needs to do. And everything on this is simple but functional. And I think that's what a lot of manufacturers are going after, is just trying to replicate, or not really replicate, but beat this in every aspect, because as a consumer, we've always asked for Glock to do this, to do that. And it seems that every other manufacturer has listened except for Glock. But anyway, this is probably the one that I would always recommend. Anyone who says, hey, I'm looking for my first one, what should I get? I'm always going to recommend the 19. This has served me extremely well. And I believe anyone who's had this can say the same. Now, this one does have front and rear slide serrations, decent. I mean, stippling, I mean, very minimalistic in every aspect that you can think of with this one. The optic system, you need an adapter plate. It's got 3-slot Picatinny rail for lights, 15 round mags, but as we know, you can put anything in there, even all the way up to 33 rounds. The trigger on the Glocks, the Gen 5s, honestly, are really good. I don't know why a lot of people kind of complain about them, but I really enjoy the trigger on the Gen 5s. You have different backstrap options that you can put on this one. And the only thing that sucks, like I said, is just the plastic sights, no night sights. But again, they have just the best aftermarket support out there. And a lot of people say, well, if it's so perfect, why do you always switch stuff on there or add stuff on there to make it better? I mean, because we can. It just has an aftermarket support system that allows it to be so customizable. And it's just a great thing to do. You know, make it yours and make it look good, make it stand out. So why not? So honorable mention to the Glock 19. And in at the number one spot, you have Walther PDP. This one in specific is a 4-inch with 18 round mag. This is the Pro E, and this has the extended magazine, it has the magwell, and it has the upgraded trigger. As you guys can see, man, this trigger is phenomenal. And take a look at these serrations from Walther, man. Just unbelievable. These are just really, really aggressive serrations. What's weird to me is there's only 3 cuts on the front and the rear, but when you're grabbing this to rack it, it feels like there's just serrations everywhere. So it's they did a really nice job with this one, and the texturing on this is just top notch. I don't think it beats the Prime, but it is definitely up there. Now they give you, as you guys can see here, some palm swells, just so that it fits in your hand just perfectly fine. And having the magwell on there really locks it in place. You do have textured mag release. However, that's the downside for me, is that mag release. If you guys can see here, this little um, trigger bar, or not trigger bar, but the little trigger housing comes all the way out, and it sits flush with the bottom of that mag release. So if you're going to release this mag and you push anywhere other than the top here, you're going to hit that ledge and it's not going to do anything for you. So that is a downside for me. However, recoil on this is extremely manageable. I previously had the 4-inch barrel standard without this trigger, and for some reason that felt like it recoiled more than this one. And I don't know if they changed anything, or maybe just because you get so much better a feel with this trigger that it's more accurate. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, this is awesome. And it's just, I have no complaints. I haven't had any issues. You have a 3-slot Picatinny rail. You have extended slide controls here that are very similar to Canik, because Canik took from their style. Takedown is very similar to Glock, and just all in all, an extremely reliable piece here that comes with a bunch of stuff. You do have to run adapter plates, unfortunately, and the suckiest thing about this gun is going to be the sights, man. You have plastic sights that are not night sights, and they're adjustable, so it's just too busy for me. In my personal opinion, I think these are worse than Glock's triggers, but easy to swap out. Put some night visions on there, whatever the case is, and you're good to go. But for me, this is probably one of the most complete compact guns out there, and everything on this table, honestly, I recommend. But that'll wrap it up for this video, you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of my top 5 and what you would put on here or remove, or what you guys would move around. Let me know if you have any other honorable mentions. I think the RXM was one that almost made the cut, but I just think that everything else on this list was a little bit better than that one. But let me know in the comments what you guys think of my top 5. What would you put in yours, or what would you switch for mine? Until the next video, you guys, God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.